the Hello Heroes intro last night, but I should have. Anyway, we are here. We are live on Twitch. I have two wonderful, wonderful guests with me. Immediately to my right is Aubrey. Say hi, Aubrey.
Hi, Aubrey.
And to my bottom and left down there is Laser.
Hi, Aubrey.
Wonderful.
We're the Muppets.
We're setting the tone already. I love it. Will you please, Aubrey, kick us off? Introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are and what's going on.
Sure thing.
As you're marching to, I don't know where you're marching to, but that's okay.
We're marching. Yeah, excellent. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
I am Aubrey. I am the older half of the Doubleclicks, actually. I am the older one. My pronouns are she, her, and this is my friend Charlie. Just so you know, this is just the person, the skeleton that lives in my streaming studio. So I play the cello, and I love RPGs, and I'm so honored to be here to try out You Are the Dungeon. I have not played it before, and I'm very excited.
Yeah. Laser, who are you?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Laser. I'm in a band called the Doubleclicks, which you can find at thedoubleclicks.com. We make music about cats, games, queer feelings, love, and being yourself. And we have a Twitch channel called Doubleclicks Live that we go live on once a week, where we look at haunted houses on Zillow. And we're friends with Tracy, and you should be very impressed by that.
Yes.
Should they be impressed? They should be impressed for all of us because we're all fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that they should be impressed that we know you, because you're very
Accurate.
cool.
Yes.
And
And we're excited to be on the One Shot RPG Network today.
That's
Yes.
Where we backed your Kickstarter project. People should back that as well.
right. Definitely.
That's true. It's funded already.
It
If you
is
haven't
funded.
if you haven't checked in since last night, it has launched and already funded. So you can be guaranteed that if you back the Kickstarter, you will get your RPG. It's so easy to back.
This is stuff
like
that
even
I
just
was.
at $10.
I don't even have to
It's so easy.
say anything. This is
Yeah.
amazing. This is the ladies, gentle friends. This is the power that the Doubleclicks bring with them. Is they will just promo the hell out of you if they like what you do, and that's very nice.
If you go to Columbus, Tracy will take you to the coolest places to get good
It's
food after
true.
your show.
Yep.
And they make
Yes.
good games. So
What
what
more
are we
can you
even
ask
doing?
for?
Accurate.
let's do it.
And their hair looks great.
the hair is feeling good right
so
now.
good.
So we are here in this roughly hour-long stream to play my game. That is on Kickstarter. The link is in the chat. You can find it. You Are the Dungeon today. Me, Laser, Aubrey, we are the dungeon.
We are the dungeon.
dungeon.
You
So-
are the dungeon. We are the dungeon together.
That's exactly right.
Oh no.
Well, we're going to be probably much more blasphemous than that, but that's fine. The dungeon is not a kind place. The dungeon is a place of unremitting evil, wherein adventurers head to their uncertain fates, most likely their dooms. And we are going to create that place. We're going to see what happens to the round of adventurers we send in, and we are going to see how much of them make it out before we make the dungeon grow in size and power for round 2. So, the game works across a few phases. There is a beginning phase where we will establish the basic nature of the dungeon. There is a foray where the adventurers will determine their dispositions, and we will send them into the dungeon and find out what harrowing events happen to them. And then there is a fallow season wherein the dungeon draws in more evil to it. This is...
I'm very excited.
You should be. This is.
We do shows, and I intentionally can't see Aubrey because she does this whenever we're on stage. She's always mugging and stuff, but no, I can see her, and it's a delight.
That's why your mic is set forward. I got it now. That makes total sense. Okay, so we are going. We're on the first slide of our play space here, and we are just going to start answering these questions. We're going to take turns. Since Aubrey did the first introduction, Laser, I will let you kick us off. The beginning, the dungeon. What was your original form? How did the dungeon start off?
before it became a dungeon. Could it have been perhaps some sort of arena or theatre?
100%. Which would you prefer?
Let's say theatre.
Okay. A theatre, and I'm going to spell it that way because that's how you pronounced it.
It was inside, but I feel like in these times, you got all the stadium kind of theatre, right?
Yeah, a theater / stadium.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
But there's definitely like backstagey kind of rooms and stuff. We'll find them.
Yeah, definitely. I dig this. And in general, we can all write on this thing. I'm just doing the typing because I'm used to doing it. So if you want to fill in anything else or change anything that I have made, feel free to do so. Aubrey, your question is, who was responsible for the dungeon's creation?
After it was a theater, like when who was responsible for transforming it?
You get to decide. You just get to answer the question.
Oh.
And you have stumbled across the heart and soul of this game, is that
yay.
There are questions that have implication, and you get to decide what those implications are. So answer the question however you so desire.
Great. Excellent. The power. Probably I think it was in Laser. Maybe you can help me out with this. It was a performing act that was maybe either had their best or their worst performance at this stadium / theater, and they it was a career defining or moment that they never wanted to let go of. And so
I like it.
they kind of wanted to replay that over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, they were like, so they have like that one show, and like then we're gonna do this show every day, but eventually, you have to become a lich to keep doing that show every day.
The flying Pagliaccis.
The flying Pagliaccis.
the great clowns.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah,
I love this. I kind of like. Yeah. Is it a clown? Is it a kind of like an aria kind of singer? Of.
Oh, it's like an
instead
opera
of like
kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the voice, Love Never Dies.
Exactly.
Like, everybody cries when I sing, and I will always sing forever. And they will always love me. They will always love me. That kind of vibe.
Let's give this operatic singer a name.
Excellent.
Okay. Her last name is Pagliacci, obviously.
Okay, great.
And her first name is
Cantata.
Cantata?
Yes.
Cantata Pagliacci. It's a really good name.
There we go.
Cantata Pagliacci, fantastic. My question, what evil took root in your heart? And I think that the evil, if it's from this singer not being able to sort of give up this career-defining performance, I think that the evil itself is vanity.
Yes.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. And then we can all tackle this one together. What foul being first heeded the call of your curse?
Ooh, so are people drawn to the beauty, or are they drawn to like the fame?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Like, are they like, this place contains the most beautiful sound ever? Like like the story is forgotten, and then this place contains the most beautiful sound, or is it like this place contains the secret of eternal fame?
I like the idea of the sound, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
because that's the kind of thing that draws people in, whereas Eternal Fame is something you would think you might be able to leave with it, but like the sound is just it's literally a siren song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like it's definitely it's the
So what evil monstrous thing first heeded the call of that sound?
Is there something like a beholder, but it's all ears?
Yes, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
It would be called a listener, right? If we're just going with that kind of naming convention. So the listener,
The listener.
wonderful, and just the amount of Q-tips needed to handle.
Yeah, it's a waxy problem.
Yeah.
When you get to the final boss of this dungeon, it's a waxy situation.
You know, I mean, last night the dungeon was a latrine, so we obviously had things that go in latrines involved. And this time we've got wax. You know, it's
It
by the
happens.
time I'm done with this streaming series, we're going to have covered all bodily materials.
I mean, it's a
Wonderful.
dungeon.
It
You're
is.
not
It's bad.
going there because it's nice.
No, you're not. You're going there to claim riches and glory. And speaking of where
Yes.
that happens, flip over to slide 2, and we get to draw
Oh yeah.
some starting things for the dungeon. Now, the guidance in the game says make it not complex. The greatest stories often have. Remember, inchoate wickedness is often simple in its allure. I had fun playing this game. So basically, we get to make some basic shapes, like if we want to do, the stage or anything we think is noteworthy about this place that is now a dungeon. We can go ahead and draw and label it on our map there. So
Well, I think the most evil stages are circular. Because one time I saw cats in the round and it was very scary.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
What?
So I'm gonna just I'm gonna put a circle on this. On this, and this is the stage.
Oh, gross! Cats in the round. Wow.
Yeah, it was really frightening.
That
Amazing.
is-
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Because then you can't sneak up on anybody. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
the performance is happening right there. Awesome.
I'm gonna put this bendy hallway thing
Whoa.
off the stage here, and I'm going to call this. Actually, I'm going to label it with a separate text box so it can go where I want it to. Text. The listeners bend.
Oh, no.
You all right there?
It's very exciting. Amazing.
All right.
So it's shaped like an ear canal and a circle.
Yes.
Gross.
Mhm.
It's gross. I hate it.
Laser, the
amazing.
Beverly says hello. Or actually just said your name in
Hello.
all caps in the chat.
Hi, the Beverly. Wait, is that Beverly Jane? Wait.
The Beverly, I do not know.
Is this Beverly I took improv with? This is one. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. Hi. Oh, wonderful to see you.
Oh, fantastic. Let's
I kind of want to put like little things of chairs, like where you would
Yeah.
where like the where we could have. Can I? Nope.
I wonder if the stage should be called.
and send that back.
Should it be bigger? I think it's fine.
There
Okay.
we go.
I think the stage is a great size.
Okay.
Yeah, and I made the bend, like I took the borders off of them, so now they join into each other.
Oh dang.
So do you want little chairs like this, Aubrey? And then they're...
Oh yeah, I guess I
don't
could do
know.
that. I was just gonna make like sections.
Oh, there you
Ooh,
go.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
nice.
a good
Sort of
shape.
like that section, and that'll be seating.
Awesome.
I made a seating.
You did.
Great.
You made that is a lovely seating. You should be
Thank
proud
you.
of it.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the
where-
governor's box, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Oh,
that's...
there we go.
Yeah. So
Is very aggressive.
while that is getting labeled, Laser, why don't you go
Yes.
ahead and roll a d10 for me?
More
We're
than
going to figure
every-
out how many adventurers are going to come into this expanse during our
I
initial
only got
foray.
a 3.
You got a 3, so we add 3
Yeah.
to that, which means we get 6 adventurers.
Ooh.
So the way that I handled this last night that I think worked pretty well is I am going to draw tarot cards from my handy dandy deck here. I
Nice.
will put the dispositions of the adventurers down. You two can give them names. And you can just drop. You can start dropping names in right now if you think of good names, and just go run down the line, and we'll
Okay.
flow in who these people are. So while you are naming, I say that our first is the King of Discs, which is Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is a responsible weaver. Let me get
Responsible
my digital
weaver.
copy of this up so I can just copy and paste. One responsible weaver. Go.
Okay. Our first, and that's her name is Ave Maria.
Fantastic. I like where this is going. Next, we have Justice, who is a pious judge.
Ooh.
We then have
Is it?
the six of wands. I feel like Aubrey's doing Aubrey things, and I just need to focus on what the Six of Wands is. The Six of Wands is a verbose wheelwright.
A verbose wheelwright named Chopin Dave.
It's Choppin' Dave. Okay.
Chopin Dave. Chopin. Yeah. Chopin. Yeah. Okay. We got to put a little.
Next,
Sorry.
we
The
have,
pious judge is named Mozart.
Next, we have
Mozart.
the Nine of
Mozart.
Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a luxurious spinster.
Luxurious spinster.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Then we have the Sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. The Sun is a chipper bard.
Oh dang.
Ooh, Chipper Bard. Okay.
And last, most certainly not least, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a joyful steward.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, get some
Sorry.
is tabbed out here for organizational purposes. Wagner the
Okay,
Wagon.
Wagner the Wagon.
I
else
really
you got,
I
Aubrey?
enjoy that it's actually pronounced Wagner and not Wagner. That's very
No,
good.
it's Wagner. It's Wagner.
Yeah, that's I'm a
Um.
fan.
Trying to
Okay.
remember people's names because I'm so good at this.
The Chipper Bard is named Silence by Philip Glass.
Yep.
And then
And then the joyful steward is named Billy DeJoel.
Billy. So that should be the Philip. Oh yeah,
Okay,
Billy.
that's what I was trying to remember.
Oh, or should it be Billy? Billy piano.
Piano Man.
Billy piano.
Joel.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, these are our adventures. This is
Great.
This is quite good. I'm very, very pleased by all of this. Real quick, Udon Bullets, I am very glad that you are watching if you're very interested in this. Udon Bullets is very interested since they saw the Kickstarter talk on Twitter. And so now they get to see how it plays. Aubrey, we need our first event for our first adventure. Would you please roll me a d10 twice and tell me the
Excellent.
separate results?
Okay,
This is fiasco style tables here, so.
that's a 6. That's a 2.
Okay, the first. The top level category is Torrents of Sorrow.
Oh.
The event itself that we are having happen to Ave Maria is battling a horde of animate corpses.
Classic.
Now, if we want to, we can add more context to this, or we can let it just sit as the event itself and let it ride, whatever you prefer. So,
Ave Maria, the responsible weaver. V, a horde of animate corpses.
That's
ding,
right.
Ding.
Round 1, fight.
They might be dressed up as ushers. Like
Oh.
they were trapped.
Yep.
Since they were trapped in the theater.
I dig it. So we're just going to put trapped ushers underneath there. Wonderful. It is my turn to go, so I'm going to give 2 rolls here. We have a 4 and we have a 1. Top level category is Baleful Curses, and how appropriate is this? The Baleful Curse that is appearing, if I can just copy at all, 1 line instead of 2, thank you Adobe Acrobat, is, for Mozart, a flute that never stops playing.
No!
So appropriate.
Oh, come on!
A magic flute?
I say, didn't Mozart write the magic flute?
Yes. Oh my god. He thought he could be so pious. He thought he could resist.
We are the dungeon babies. I'm perfectly content to not add any other context to that at all.
Sure.
Wonderful. Laser, go ahead and give 2 rolls, separate results.
I got a that's a 10, I guess, or a 0, and a 4.
A 10. The top level category is the stuff of endless nightmares.
Oh no!
Classic.
And what happens to Chop and Dave, the verbose wheelwright, is that their arms are replaced by writhing tentacles.
I mean,
how will Dave chop? I guess probably maybe even better actually.
yeah. Well, that was his whole thing, is that he loved to chop, and he loved to chop with his big axe.
Yeah.
But he had to make a deal. He was told, like, one of the big bargains that you are made when you go in to the dungeon is that if you want to hear the song, you have to give up the thing that you value the most.
Oh no!
And Chop and Dave, I mean, he decided to do it.
Dave gave up his arms to hear the song. Wowzers, Bowsers.
I mean, it's a good song.
I certainly fucking hope so. All right, Aubrey. 2 dice.
Okay. 4 and a 9.
Another baleful curse. This one is that Wagner the Wagon now knows the day they will die. Yep. And depending on how many people make it out of here, we'll see whether or not that's during the dungeon or not, I guess. Yeah. For Silence by Philip Glass. 3 and 4. Horrible Beauties. A 4 is intensely sharp cooking knives.
Oh.
So maybe they were like, this is gonna be great. I mean, I always need more cooking knives. But they never expected how sharp they would be.
The intensity of the sharpness is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's in the governor's box. There's like a little catering station.
Yes, there's a hibachi grill.
And Silence really loves.
Yeah,
there's a hibachi grill in the governor's box. And
they have really sharp grill. Those knives are intense.
And the Chipper Bard loves to show off and thought that they could add hibachi to their bard skills, and it just really didn't work out for them.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh.
Happens more often than you'd think.
This is a pretty dope theater. If there's a hibachi station in the governor's box, although
it's an extremely dope theater.
I have a feeling that Mix Pagliacci, who is trying to perform, does not appreciate when the hibachi chef is performing the never do the onion volcano during the aria.
No, only for intermission.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, and Laser for our last adventure. Let's have 2
yes.
more rolls again, please.
8 and 6, please.
8 and 6. All that glitters.
Ooh.
And we have a necklace of copper wolf teeth.
Ooh. A necklace of copper wolf teeth. Okay, so they try to avoid going through the obvious listener's bend by sneaking into the dressing rooms. But Piano DeJoel can't resist a little bit of flair, and so he finds this necklace of copper wolf teeth, puts it on, and don't you know it, gets a curse. So you don't want to steal from the dressing rooms at the theater.
He tried to tickle the ivories and found out they were copper.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Whoops. Okay. Now I get to play this game whenever I want to. So I'm not going to do this next roll. This is one of my favorite rolls in the game. Aubrey, go ahead and roll just 1d10, and whatever the number is, put a 0 behind it.
Okay. That's a 40.
40% of our adventurers make it out of the dungeon.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. If, as we do the math real quick, 6 times 0.4, 2.4 make it out. So 2 entire people make it out. And 4/10 of an entire person makes it out. We get to decide who that is and what portions of them remain as they exit the dungeon. So since there are so many that are not making it, over half, who doesn't make it? Who do we have tapped for death here?
Ooh. Okay, they have to die. They don't get just trapped. They die.
Well, I mean, they don't make it out of the dungeon.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
I think Billy Joel's definitely dead.
Okay.
He gets sucked into a piano made of copper wolf teeth.
Wonderful.
And it won't stop playing Piano Man.
Sing us something else, please, Piano Man. Never.
Yeah.
Who else doesn't make it? We have 2 more that definitely don't make it out of the dungeon alive.
I don't think.
I think Ave Maria's toast, honestly.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's just too many Amit corpses.
It really is. I mean,
and she's a responsible weaver, but not a good fighter.
100%.
Beautiful.
I feel like Chop and Dave is part of him is gonna get out.
Yeah.
The
tentacles are gonna leave.
Well, I was thinking, can the tentacles really be considered Dave anymore? Right?
Yeah,
fair.
not so much.
Not so much. Okay, so we're gonna mark Chop and Dave as our partial here.
I feel like Mozart. Okay, I think Mozart's gonna get out because I like the idea of him being constantly cursed by a flute.
Mm-hmm.
I think Silence. I think the knives get him. I think he's done.
Yeah, because it's actually a worse fate for Wagner the Wagon to know the day they will die and have it not have happened inside the dungeon.
Absolutely.
Horrific. Wonderful. Those marked in black never left the dungeon. Chop and Dave, part of him left the dungeon. The rest is tentacles.
This is a great dungeon, and I'm having an amazing time.
Good.
I'm just glad I'm the dungeon and not the party.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Because you know what we get to do next is we get to make more dungeon.
Yay!
So, we have entered our time of fallow. The adventurers have left, and it is time for the dungeon to grow anew. So, first question, Laser, what bright thing was left by the adventurers?
Ooh, what bright thing was left by the adventurers? Okay, what did they leave? They left a melodica.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is a little piano flute.
Yep.
A melodica. Aubrey, how has the dungeon turned the melodica's brightness into corrupting shadow?
It's like a harmonica that you can...
Yeah.
No, it's like a kazoo kind of that you can play.
Yeah.
A keyboard on.
I'm imagining this is just like a beautifully ornate, like decorated melodica. It has turned Ooh. So that when you it just the sound that comes out of it, it echoes in your head. Like the sounds, it doesn't.
They reverberate in your head
It
forever.
reverberates. It just doesn't. It takes a long time for it. Like it doesn't ever seem to really completely leave. Yep, there it is.
That is. I was gonna say that was a very, very sizable melodica there for a second. Okay. My question. In the years since the adventurers, who or what has taken up residence inside of your desperate passages? I think I'm gonna go classic, like, singer type monster, and I'm just gonna say a banshee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
It's a good choice.
Wonderful. And then last, we'll do this together. A two-parter. What did the new resident add to your structure, and what price did you extract from them?
Ooh, what did they add to our structure?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, like, the reason for this is, if you think back to, like, classic D&D adventures, there's often just, like, spaces in dungeons that make no sense at all. This is to have those spaces make sense. So the Banshee adds something, carves a new level, adds something into the dungeon, practices at the hibachi grill, who knows.
I think the Banshee is gonna add a penny arcade.
Ooh, cool.
like an arcade level.
Yeah.
With skee ball. She had skee ball.
Yes, skee ball.
New level plus skee ball. Got it.
Yeah.
I was really hoping there'd be skee ball.
There has to be.
So it's like it becomes less of a a theater and more of like a
Chuck E. Cheese.
A Chuck E. Cheese.
We're trending in a very carnival direction, and I'm here for it.
We're expanding. We're making it more of like, people love like multimedia. Like she Banshee comes in and she's like,
look, we need to attract more families. We need families here. So what price did the dungeon extract from the Banshee in exchange for this space?
Ooh.
The Beverly says this is a new media dungeon now.
It's a new media dungeon. Can you give me an example of what a price means?
Oh, so basically if something is in the dungeon is requiring something. Maybe it's protection.
Oh.
Maybe it's a curse now placed on the Banshee. Maybe it is that the Banshee can never turn any tickets in, and that stuffed animal's just hanging there.
Oh no!
Yeah, I think that is the problem with this arcade, right? I think the Banshee. Oh, that's so good though.
Can the Banshee have to be on a schedule where the Banshee has to perform about every 2 hours on stage with the animatronic band?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And since the Banshee's undead, it's just every 2 hours.
Yeah. It's always, and they never get a new song.
Yeah.
It's always a Piano Man montage.
Oh no.
They always, they wanted to innovate, but they are stuck in the time that they built it.
Okay.
They never get to innovate.
Wonderful. So now we get to go back to the dungeon, to slide 2, and we get to make additions to the dungeon that reflect our answers there.
Yeah.
Great.
So
I'm gonna put the little hibachi grill in them.
This penny arcade level, is this an actual new floor of the dungeon?
Ooh.
Or is it?
It could be, or it could be in the lobby.
Okay, wherever you want it. So Oh, I think I think having it on the same level is a good way to start out. And I'm going to over here. I'm going to make the Banshees stage.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
But right next to the Banshees stage is this is from real experience.
Uh-oh.
Is where all the loudest arcade machines are.
Yes, that's the real price.
Yeah. The loudest arcade machines are there, and then anyone who might want to listen to the Banshee is on the other side of that.
Oh no.
Oh, the seating's all over. Yeah.
Oh no. It hurts. It hurts.
Oh, the loudest arcade machines and sports on TV. Okay.
Wonderful.
This is a fun therapy game that you invited us to, Tracy.
I mean, when it comes down to it, aren't all games therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not.
No.
But
Sorry, Aubrey. I did too many things at once.
No, this is wonderful. I love it so much. I got to come up with the idea. You're really running with it.
Piano Man Central.
Aubrey, do you want to add anything?
This is beautiful.
Okay, wonderful. So we have absolutely chewed through this. We still have about 20 minutes left here. Y'all want to do another foray? You want some more adventures?
Please,
round
please,
two?
please.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
Yeah, let's
we
kill
will
adventures.
duplicate the slide. We will get rid of that. We will.
Should I roll for adventurers?
Yes, please. Roll the die and add 3.
7 adventurers, please.
2. Let me get this, copy and paste. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I just need to get this reformatted real quick, and we will have our space
You're doing a great job.
for more adventurers.
Yay!
This is why I like this tool, because it's just, I mean, you just work in Word basically.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And you don't have to mess with a bunch of like macros and things that don't make any sense. So I'll start drawing for these people, and we'll find out who Mario is. Mario is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is Swords Queen, an impulsive forager.
Excellent.
Next up, we have the Six of Swords. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, sorry.
The Six of Swords is a shadowy hunter.
It's Konami code.
Then we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a gracious cowherd. Then we have the High Priestess.
Ooh.
Udon Bullets, this deck is called the Shimanet Tarot. It is my only deck, and I love it. The art on it is wonderful. And we have a kind temple mother.
Ooh.
We have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a prosperous lumineer. Then we have the Devil.
Oh no.
The Devil is a grasping merchant. Last, most certainly not least, we have the Princess of Cups, which equates to the Page of Cups on this deck, and that is a sensitive blacksmith.
Aww. Aubrey, you got one more name in you?
Oh, I was typing the wrong place.
May I?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Eve Online.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was going
I
for
thought-
that.
Yeah, I thought you were writing that too, and I was like, yes, that should definitely be
Great.
the name of a character.
Cool. We
Excellent.
we were all exactly on the same
Thank you.
page. That's
There we go.
wonderful. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Excellent.
Should I say their names, or are we gonna go through them one by one?
Well, we're gonna go through them one by one because they all
Great.
have some fates about to arrive on their doorstep. Laser, 2 dice.
Yeah. 2 dice, 9, and 2.
A 9 and a 2, wonders beyond reckoning. And Mario finds a fountain that runs with the waters of life.
The soda fountain. A soda fountain that runs with the waters of life. If you just click on the other button next to the high C.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to hit. It's a special combo, right? You have to hit the Sprite, the high C, and the root beer all at once.
Oh yeah.
But like 2 of them are just far enough apart that you have to really stretch to get. it.
Yes.
So you don't want to drop
Good
your
thing
cup.
he's an impulsive forager.
That's right.
Oh.
Aubrey, go ahead and roll 2 dice for Konami Code, our shadowy hunter.
6 and 6.
6 and 6. Torrents of sorrow. Oh, Konami Code sees the mangled corpse of a loved one pinned to the wall.
No, that's never good. That's
Yeah.
bad news.
Wrong code.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You hate to see it.
You do. And again, this is one of those that feels like it doesn't really need a whole lot of other explanation. It's just kind of there.
We
and
may figure out who that is.
We may. And you've also just seen it in the dungeon. You know, you 2 are my guests. Laser, I'm just going to have you roll for the next one.
Oh.
Yeah. We're just going to go back and forth.
5 and 0.
Zuzan Zelda gets whispers from the shadows, and they hear a secret that promises eternal bliss.
Oh dang.
The next game's gonna be about you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Done. Great.
Boom.
Fantastic. Love it. Aubrey, twice, please.
2 and a 3.
A 2 and a 3. We have Delights from the Ruins. And we have cracking open a cask of bog wine.
Somebody found the booze.
We get the campaign podcast reference here on the One Shot Network. Hey.
Hey.
Well, good for Charles Entertainment. She knew where to find the good stuff.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Laser, how about Lauren Crofton?
Oh yeah, Lauren Crofton. 7 and 0.
7 and 10 is diminishing returns.
Uh-oh.
Lauren Crofton finds a finely made set of lead coins.
Oh, that's nice. She's a prosperous Lumineer. That all makes a lot of sense. They're actually in a jar on top of the piano, and she tries to take them away.
Oh no, is it the tip jar?
It's the tip jar. So that's gonna
Bad
be kind of gonna be a high DC
Awkward.
check for Lauren.
All right, Aubrey. What about Destiny 2?
I did a 10 and an 8.
The stuff of endless nightmares. Oh no. Destiny 2 finds a pit that leads to the center of everything.
Oh. Sounds like Destiny 2, am I right?
Oh. Those quests never end.
Oh, Laser. How about 2 dice
All right.
for Eve
Eve
Online?
Online 8-3.
8-3. All that glitters. And I found my first
going?
typo. I need to go back and revise that.
Ooh!
A silvered
it.
goblet filled with a black that should say fluid, not fluid.
Ah.
Ooh.
fluid.
Silver goblet filled with a black fluid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's okay. Let me look at the dungeon again. I think that's machine oil for the arcade machines.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what it is.
Oh, what is it?
That leads to the listener's bend. That's some old wax.
Oh.
And that's the beginning of the end, I think, of this. It is this.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's a good idea. It ends up being a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, Aubrey, you got to do this last time, so Laser, I'm going to ask you to roll a die and put a 0 behind it.
Let's kill them. 50%.
50%, which means 3 1/2 of them make it out of the dungeon.
Okay.
I think that Mario does not make it out because the secret of the waters of life is that you have to keep drinking it. Like once you have it once, you can't. It keeps you alive, but you have to stay near it to keep replenishing. So,
that's right.
Oh no.
So it's not.
You become pretty reckless too.
Yeah.
Once you know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
You're like.
I agree. I think Konami Code is also not going to make it out because I think that they're going to get like so inspired by the corpse of the loved one, and they're going to like run recklessly into battle and stuff. Make the the Boromir run.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think Destiny 2 is probably not making it out either.
Oh, for sure
The pit that leads to the center of everything.
They're going right to the pit for sure.
They
It's
fell
addictive.
into the pit.
Yeah, and I feel like the Lauren Crofton made a poor choice going for that tip jar.
So does she get cut in two or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So only half.
Oh no,
of
never
her-
mind. Yeah.
Well, if it's the Banshee's tip jar, I think Lauren Crofton leaves, but most of her mind doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're gonna make that dark gray, and out there. I see someone typed a command in the chat for a schedule. I have no macros set up for this at all, so I am going to I have the website open that has all this information, so I'm just going to copy and paste, and hopefully it doesn't get formatted badly. Go. It's not great, but that's who's coming up next on this schedule.
Hooray!
So, we're going to do a quick fallow here and add on to the dungeon once more.
Yay!
So we have duplicate slide.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do these together, and then we can do a little bit of outroing for this stream. What bright thing, all of us, was left by the adventurers?
Ooh, they left. I don't know. What do you think Charles Entertainment and Destiny 2 left behind, Aubrey?
I feel like there are definitely some shiny things that like maybe certainly
They left like a major mask behind, like a really big one.
Did you say mess or mask?
Mask.
So like Marjorie's mask?
Like a margarine mask. Like
Yeah.
a major margarine
Yeah.
mask.
I was trying to make a pun on Major, and it was not.
Oh, me too. I'm
functioning.
trying really hard. I don't think it's working.
Why don't we just say it was Majora's Mask? Like,
They left Majora's Mask behind.
what Nintendo's gonna drop on this stream in C&DS? I don't think so.
no.
We can get out with Majora's Mask because it was Zuzan Zelda was so delighted that the next game was going to be about them that they left Majora's Mask behind.
Yay.
Yeah.
There we go. how have we turned its brightness into corrupting shadow?
It's a never-ending selfie station and step and repeat that you can't escape once you enter.
Never ending selfie station.
You put on the mask and you're immediately in this like photo booth situation, and then you can't escape.
Nope.
In the years since the adventurers, who or what has taken up residence inside of our desperate passages? I feel like it's a soul collector for the selfie station, right?
Yes.
Because cameras take your soul, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So the soul collector. We've got like some Bloodborne type vibes going on with the name.
I love that.
And we'll just say selfie station. So what did the new resident add to your structure, and what price did we extract from them?
They're in charge. They have to use all the souls to light a bunch of new chandeliers.
Like
So-
maybe even like spotlight into the sky to like sort of do like the main attraction sort of Hollywood lights, like
Yeah.
spotlights to attract new adventurers.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So back to the dungeon, slide 2. We get to make our final additions to all of this, all of this wonderfulness. I'm actually going to make a new level for the dungeon
No. Oh my goodness.
and label it level 2.
Is this gonna be the rigging where all the lights are?
I was gonna go to the basement, and I
Oh.
was going to below all of this. I was going to make the soul vault,
Oh, whoa.
The vault.
I love
and it's
that.
just a big old room that is called the soul vault.
Yes. Yes.
But over in one corner of it, there is a circle, a very dark circle, that is perhaps the pit that leads to the center of everything.
Found it.
Love it.
There it
There
is.
it is.
Nice.
Oh, what a beautiful dungeon.
It is a beautiful dungeon. We made this monstrosity ourselves.
Yay! It is us. We are it, and it is us. And it's
It is.
beautiful.
This is this is the game. We are the dungeon. We did it.
That's
This is a
beautiful.
very good game.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad that you enjoyed it. In the time that we have been doing this, the Kickstarter has gained like another $100 or so. Like it's just
Amazing.
rolling on. If you are watching and you are not already familiar with, well, you're familiar with the game now, but if you don't know where the Kickstarter is, you can look at this link I just dropped in the chat, and that is how you
Links
go
in the
there.
chat.
Yeah, links in the chat. You can go and you can back the game. It is a beautiful, there's a beautiful zine copy of it available.
Yeah.
16 pages, all that goodness. Look at all that. Oh,
Look at it.
there's all the adventurers. I'm very happy with how that layout turned out in print. So that is it. That is us. We are the dungeon. Laser, tell the people who you
Yes.
are. Tell them where they can find you, what you have going on, and what is up.
My name is Laser. One time I took an improv class with Beverly, who's great. And you can find me on Twitter at Laser M. Weber and check out my band. And I have a podcast called Fan Funded.
It's
And
really
I have
good.
a podcast called Thank You So Much. You should write a song about that. And they're both good podcasts.
I want you to now have a podcast called "Thank You So Much." No, say that yes, those are both really good podcasts.
Yeah, I quick. I'm gonna step in here for a quick personal plug. Fan Funded is really, really good. It is excellent to listen to if you want a cross section of all kinds of really amazing creators who are figuring out all kinds of ways to make a living as a creative person. Like, it's really awesome. Not every one episode may hit exactly where you are, but if you listen to an episode and you don't find anything to take away from it, then you're not actually listening to it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Plug
Dad,
Central up in here.
What?
It's really
Thanks,
good.
thanks. It's so
Aubrey,
good.
how about you? Tell the people about you.
So go to thedoubleclicks.com to find out. We've got a bunch of cool stuff coming up this year, and so the best way to stay in touch is to get on our email list, which is you can find at thedoubleclicks.com, because we've got some cool stuff coming up in the next month, and I think you're gonna want to find out about it. And I think you did that. That's my best recommendation. You can find us everywhere on the internet. The Doubleclicks is where we're at. The Doubleclicks on Twitter and Instagram. We're Doubleclicks Live on Twitch, and that is where you can see Laser and our good friend Josh Kloss, and both of them look at amazing. It's a really relaxing, hilarious stream on Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can watch them look at the what is it called?
The troubling side of Zillow.
Thank you. The troubling side of Zillow. It's called House Haunters, where they look at the houses they might want to haunt someday. It's very fun.
That's wonderful. And I am your host, Tracy Barnett. I am doing more of these streams. Tomorrow you can find me at 8 p.m. with Adira Slattery and Jeremy Gage. Tomorrow you can find me at 9:30 p.m. with Val and JV from Paperboat Productions. That might be 10 o'clock. I'd have to double check. It's 9:30 or 10. May 13th, 8 p.m. with Victoria, Tracy, and B. Zelda from the Broadswords. May 16th, 8 p.m. with Jordan Shively, a.k.a. Dread Singles. The Void is playing the dungeon with me. And on May 18th, 8 p.m. with Aaron and Jeff from All My Fantasy Children. We are here, hosted graciously on the One Shot Network. I'm a project manager at One Shot. It's a new thing I'm doing, and it's really, really cool. And James has very kindly offered me this space to do my game stuff here. So, thank you all very much for watching. We are all collectively the dungeon.
We're the dungeon!
Thank you, and good night.